So this is another classic or modern classic puzzle in my opinion. This is the Topless Box by Eric Fuller at Cubic Dissection. And I got this maybe I think it was like a year ago. And at first I was a little underwhelmed when I began solving it, but I found that was something that happened with this particular brand of puzzles, or this designer, is that they give you this initial feeling of being underwhelmed, and then you find out, wow, I was wrong, and it blows your mind. And this is one of those puzzles that the mechanism is not super complicated. It's actually relatively simple, but the solve is a surprise that makes it a modern classic. So we're going to solve it today, and that means there's going to be spoilers. So you have been warned. Okay, so those people that are in the know may realize that I also have my own puzzle coming out. I will be releasing some more details on that quite soon. I'm actually looking at it to my right. There's a couple copies, some in pieces, one working prototype that has one final mechanism that I think could be better. And so I want to make sure it's perfect before I release it. And also some of the finishes I'm working on as well. So stay tuned. In the next couple of videos, I probably will release teasers about it and some more details about how do you get on the list if you want one. It's probably, unfortunately, going to be a limited run, at least for this first puzzle. I don't know, I haven't landed on details yet. But anyway, moving on to this puzzle, the Topless Box. I have, as a disclaimer, solved this before. I don't remember exactly the way to solve it. I mean, I do remember the way to solve it. I don't exactly remember the configuration to solve it. So when you get the puzzle, you can see, again, like most of the puzzles from Cubic Dissection, the woodworking is immaculate. The fits are so tight. There's really not a lot of places where you see a lot of seams, because even where it's obvious there's seams, it's just such a tight fit. But you do see that there's some tops that move around, so you can pull them off, that you can feel they're held there by magnets. But as you can see, that looks like the bottom of a box, right? Not the top of the box. And really, frankly, you're trying to get inside the box, so that doesn't really help. So leave that off. The other one works exactly the same way. Now, if you look at them, there's really no difference. You have two square tops with these little, I don't know what you call those, insets or whatever, that basically help it to stay in place. And you can feel that they're both magnetic. And so what do you do to open this box? So initially you could think, well, you can see there's little joints there, so maybe these parts slide up and down somehow. But trust me, they are not even budging a little bit. And so, similar to another puzzle that I have solved on my shorts, this is one where there's actually a very simple solution, but we have to figure out what that is. And so you can hear something rattling around in there. So the question is that something that's important to the puzzle solve? We'll find out, I guess. But now what do we do? What do we do to figure out how to do this? So first thing that I thought to do is take these and use the magnets to kind of map out where things were hiding, right? And so what I found was, like, for instance, right there, you can see that it sticks on this magnet. See how it's stuck on there? But if I flip it around, it's also stuck there, same place. So that told me there's probably two magnets there, and that they are attracting this particular magnet. Now here on the top, on this corner here, I can feel resistance. So right here, there's resistance. Let's see if it's both sides. Yeah. Well, not as much resistance. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's quite a bit of resistance there. So if we take the next one, see, there's resistance again, and it sticks there. So feels like they're kind of just, these are the same, and then there's a magnet there. So if we look at the other sides, on this one, you can feel resistance with this magnet right about right here. similar to what we found on the other side right there. So that type of resistance is matched on this side. Right, I can find it again. Oh, it's gone now. Maybe it's over here. Right there. Right there. So it's there and there, which is kind of like the exact opposite. So let's see if there's, and then it tracks it right there. So it's very similar. So something symmetrical is happening here. So the thing that, I'm not sure what drove me to do this after fiddling around with it so long, but I was trying to see whether I could use the magnets to lift something or not. But actually, it was when I did that, I actually pulled, and you can see that the box actually comes apart and it's held in place by magnets and something else. You keep looking for magnets here, so we can feel. Basically, okay, right here. So right here on this corner, I'm feeling resistance here, right here. And then if I go to here, that's sticking, that's sticking, that's sticking, that's sticking. Okay, so basically sticks the whole way around. So something, I guess, is magnetic there as well. So there's a magnet in the middle, and there's a magnet on at least some of these corners. So for instance, right here, I can feel repelling. If I go to this corner here, I don't feel repelling. I don't feel repelling there, and I don't feel repelling there. So there's only one magnet I feel repelling. So there's an attracting magnet in the middle, and then one in the corner that's repelling. And so if I'm going to put that corner facing up. If I feel this one, okay, I can feel this one as well. This is repelling, so I'm going to say that one's facing up. Okay, so that means that there's magnets in the middle, and then there's magnets here that are of a different polarity, because it sticks to this one, but then it causes this one to be repelled. And so it's on these corners here, this one and this opposite one, that happens. So let's see if it's top and bottom or if it's just on the top there. So there, nope, there as well. So both of them have a repel there, and then there as well. So if we take that and we stick it in the corner where it's supposed to repel, and then we take this one and stick it in the other corner, then what? Because I remember I opened it. How did that open now? Okay, so I think it was because really there's nothing to slide, you have to wonder whether you can like pull the panels off, and that's where at some point there's some give. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, so it's this, see, right there, there's some give there. See that joint right there and right there? Oh, there's some room coming. So obviously, there's something that can pull those apart. So the question is, there we go. So see how I can pull that with the magnet? There's magnets keeping them together, actually. And then if we look on this side, you can see it's on that side as well. So really, it's kind of hard to pull them separate directions, the two sides, because, but you can use these tops to kind of give you some leverage a little bit, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, so if I hold the bottom with this side and then I pull the top, I can get that to kind of come out. But obviously there's something holding them on, and I think it has to do with these magnets. I know it has to do with these magnets. So if I can find that magnet again. Oh, I'm doing the wrong side, maybe. There we go. So the magnet's here. And so if this is the side where there's the magnet repelling, so we have the one in the middle that's keeping it on. And so let's see if this is the one again. Oh, that's not it. Okay, there's the magnet. So if I put it on the same corner, let's see if I can. Oh, and I've lost. How do I open it? I forgot how to open it now. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So I think what I need to do is find the right orientation of that magnet on each side and get it into the right place. So what I'll do is I'll keep one side where it is, and I'll sequentially move this, and I'll have to do that, you know, however many times it takes to get the right combination, but there's only so many because there's two sides, there's two lids with four sides, so the permutation there is relatively small. So let's see what we can do here. So right now, let's see if we can. And there we go. That's it. And so, really cool mechanism. See, here's the maker's mark here. It's Eric Fuller 1022. I got that last year, I guess, in October. And you got your little gem. All right, and so that's your prize, and so we can kind of look in the mechanisms in here and see, so we can see if we can take the corners of that box, we can put them on the different corners, and they don't do anything, but then one in particular, we can figure it out. Maybe. No, maybe it is. Must be different for the different sides? I don't know. There we go. All right, so you can see that on this corner, it doesn't do anything to that peg that kept it in place. All right, so what we can see here is that what was happening is that there's these little pegs that have magnets, I guess, under them or something, or springs or something. And these magnets are holding the box in place, but this peg here is actually holding it together because it fits into the top there, and it's the same on both sides. So they're holding each other, and that keeps the box together, even though you have a little bit of play there that you can pull it apart slightly. And so what's happening is that each corner here can be aligned to one side here, and you can see that some of the corners do absolutely nothing. See, the peg stays the same. See, but then if you get to the one corner, which has to be one of these, right? Let's see. I don't remember it being contingent on the top, or the top's being different, but let's see. So that nothing. There you go, see? So there's a magnet in particular, so one must repel one way, one must repel the other way, I guess, because you can see that this one is the only corner of the two tops that does anything. So then if we try it on the other side here, let's see if that's true. So this shouldn't do anything. See, nothing on this one is going to affect. So it's finding the right top to go on the right side. So I had forgotten that. Let's see, this one should have one side that does it. There you go, see it? How the peg goes into hiding. You put it there. And so that allows us to open the box, and you can see they put a little bit of a bevel there. I guess it's called a bevel or chamfer or something, so that you can actually slide it off or get it back in easy. So when you put it together, it'll allow it to slide into place and then click in there. So that, my friends, is the modern classic box by Eric Fuller, Cubic Dissection, and that's the easiest reset ever. So I'm not sure they sell these anymore, but I'm sure they're floating around for those of you who are on the auction websites for you to pick up one. I would recommend that these are lots of fun trick boxes to share with friends, and one of those things that you can definitely consider a collector's item. And it could also be something to share at parties. Anyway, hope you enjoyed solving this through my eyes. And if you could like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you can see when I put out new videos. And until next time, goodbye for now.